So once it's finished firing and it's used up all its ammo, I want to sort of move on to another mode. So first of all, we need to kind of cancel out this event so it doesn't, remain true. So we do that by kind of reloading the ammo. So boss bug, set value, missile ammo 3. So that event is no longer true. And we're also going to set it up to set the animation to on the boss pod to close and to start from the beginning, and to actually start the animation from the current frame. And we'll switch the mode. So set value on the boss bug mode to 3. And what I want to do is, when it sort of, just as it kind of triggers into this new mode, that I'm going to add a behavior to it of sign behavior, which initially will be inactive, but then when it reaches this point and it runs out of ammo and starts reloading, that the sign on the boss bug will be active and it'll start moving left to right. And with the sign behavior, let's set that, I want sign as a wave. The period's going to be 8. I want it to move quite slowly with a random period of 8. So every time later on when it runs through this cycle again, it will kind of have a slightly random position. So let's test that. I'm going to tweak this a little because it kind of closes immediately, and I want to sort of keep it open for a bit before it moves on. So let's, in the system event, system action, I'm going to add wait 3 seconds. I'm going to just pop that in there. So it'll reset the ammo and then it'll wait 3 seconds and then it'll do this stuff. And also the random range on the boss pod missile production, I'm just going to tighten that up a bit. So 32 by 32, I'm going to change that to 16 by 16 because it looks a bit kind of messy. And keep the rest, it'll be more like the kind of elongated shape of the pod. Yeah, that looks much nicer now. And yeah, that little pause works better. When it hits mode 3, what I want to do then is switch it over to the turrets to start fire. So on the behaviors on the boss turret, I need to add the turret behavior. And I'm going to set the range 500 pixels and the rate of fire 0.3 initially. And its initial state is disabled because I don't want it firing as soon as it kind of comes on screen. So in boss bug, compare the instance variable mode is equal to 3. Then we're going to go to the boss turret. We're going to set it enabled, and we're going to tell it to acquire the target, and the player. And then I want to set another timer on the boss bug, which is going to be called reload. So it's reloading the kind of missiles, so to speak. I'm going to set the duration of that for 3 seconds. So this is how long the turret will be shooting for. But we need to switch the mode again because otherwise in mode 3, it's once it's set, then it's true. So we need to switch it over so that this timer start, otherwise it won't start, because it'll keep this event will be true, so it'll just keep triggering the timer and it'll never set off. So we need to switch the mode again. So BossBug set value mode to 4. And then we can create the condition that the boss turret, where has it gone? On shoot, and it'll be on shoot if it's active and and it has a target. So, you know, as soon as this happens, it's going to be ready to fire. So when it's shooting, we're creating the object enemy bullet 1 on layer 3, and we're using the image points on the boss turret. So boss turret dot image point x 1, Control C, Control V, and image point y. Done. So, and we're going to copy that, Control Z, and then set to 2. And we also need to set the enemy bullet angle of motion to the boss turret dot angle that it's set to, so it will fire in the direction the turret is facing. Copy that, just slot that in between there. And also what I'm going to do is set the fire rate of the turrets to be relative to the HP of the BossBug. So as the pods get destroyed, then the fire rate increases of these cannons. So BossBug, hang on, where are we going? Boss turret, where is it? Set fire rate. Set rate of fire is going to be the BossBug HP, so it's hit points, which goes from 0 to 3, multiplied by 0.2. So its fire rate will be the 0.6, yeah, and then go down to 0.2. So it'll increase. It'll get harder as you destroy more of the pods. And then when the reload is finished, so when the timer goes off, so in the BossBug on timer reload, we're gonna switch off the turrets. Where's he gone? Oh, I'm in the wrong turret. Yeah, where's it gone? Boss turret. Yeah, be careful when you're doing this that you're selecting the right turrets. And set enabled, set disabled. I want to turn off the sign as well, so it stops moving on the BossBug. So BossBug sign set inactive. And then we're going to set the BossBug mode back to 0. And if everything is correct and present, that should mean that it goes right back to here and then repeats this whole cycle again. So the moment of truth, get active. Right, so hopefully this is going to work. It's firing out missiles. Let's dodge them. Yeah, and then I'll start shooting the bullets, and then the missiles. Ooh. I've not put the collisions on this yet. But yeah, that seems to be working. Yeah, I'm going to tweak this a bit. I think there needs to be a longer reload time, so the guns are firing for more. So when mode 3 is active, I'm just going to add another action, which is the wait action. Let's have a couple of seconds on that and stick that at the top. So it'll only do that when 2 seconds have passed. And I'm going to set the reload time to 5 seconds.